Nice. Come on, you two, don't be stingy. Let me see. Can't decide whether I think Ventus looks less silly in his Kamen Rider form or more silly.
I'd say maybe more silly.
Oh, but that just means you don't know either.
Yeah, I'm not sure either way. I don't think either of them look that silly.
Yes, they do.
You look silly.
They look like they've got rabbit ears.
You say that as if rabbits are silly animals. They're not. They're lovely animals. And I love them.
Well, yeah, but the fact remains that rabbit ears on anything else still looks silly as fuck. Can you imagine a tiger with bunny ears?
Oh, a tiger with bunny ears would be adorable.
The only time that bunny ears don't look ridiculous on any other animals than a bunny is if that said animal is also wearing like a bustier corset thing with big pants.
Oh, you're
Basically,
talking about...
it's rabbits and Playboy bunnies. That's it.
Yeah, it took me a moment. Okay, well, hello everyone. Oh, that's up on Tumblr now, so you can go reblog it.
Will do.
Hello everyone, welcome to Birth by Sleep, the stream that simply everyone loves. Yes.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
Screw you. Gonna quickly do one arena match while we wait for people to come along.
You know, I wish I had some like chocolate or maybe coffee liqueur because I've got one of those fudge brownie milkshakes, and I reckon that would be quite nice with some chocolate or coffee liqueur in it.
Oh, it probably would be quite nice actually.
Let's get some decent strawberry ice cream so I can make some strawberry milkshakes with the strawberry liqueur I've got. So you know me, I like alcohol.
That is true, you do.
Too much, some might say. Much to my detriment, others would agree.
So, while we're doing this quick arena match, let's talk about writing projects. How is Herd going? I hear that recently you had Pancaj and Cording get trapped in the midst of a titular herd. Are they any closer to discovering its mysteries?
Yeah, it's getting fairly close. I mean, they can't get too close because I'm only about halfway through the project right now, but you know, they're getting there.
That's good. It's great. I'm looking forward to finding out who the herd truly is.
Since you know the truth of the herd already and you're just bullshitting for the sake of comedy, do you think that the antagonists will be considered a pack because they are a threat to the herd?
Maybe.
Probably not. So, how Black Skies? Titular Black Skies showed up yet?
Yes.
Is that an eclipse or just bad weather or what?
Know who the titular Black Sky is.
I love how you're getting affronted over this. After going, so, has Jane encountered the titular herd yet for like the last 4 streams?
The thing is, unlike with Herd, there is a titular Black Sky in Black Sky.
But there is a titular herd in Herd.
Oh, that's true. Have Jane and Tank Hatch encountered it yet?
Herd isn't even a major character and you know it. Man, that's spinning wheel monster is cool.
That spinning wheel monster is my arch nemesis.
Don't you also hate trees?
I do.
What is it with you and things made out of wood? Yeah, considering I'm such a major coward, I'm still not gonna get Resident Evil 7 despite it being only £24 on Steam right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play Resident Evil 7.
Oh no, 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 no.
No, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
No, no, there's no limits. Nah, Capcom, £5 for Umbrella Corps is still way too much. Dark Void, that rings a bell. What are you about?
Oh, Dark Void is the jetpack one.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, kind of Flash Gordon-y apparently.
No, it's only £1.30 at the minute.
Not bad.
I'll fill up a cart and then I'll decide by the end of the stream whether I'm not going to buy stuff in it. It's always a bit of a problem with the developer and publisher weekends is they have so many games on offer and so many different bundles. I kind of tend to lose track of which ones I have.
Yeah. I relate to that feel.
Dark Void Zero. Oh, it's a platforming. Original? Retro? What? I don't know. Oh, did you ever play that Lost Planet game I bought you? Because it was like £1.
Oh no, I never got around to doing that. Harshness. Okay, we need to hop on over to Radiant Garden quickly, and then we can get... Well, actually, no, we can just hop on over to Dwarf Woodlands.
I really want to make a joke about how Radiant Garden is just this Final Fantasy ghetto, but, like, there are no Final Fantasy characters in this game, so what's the point?
Yeah, and the only one that's in this game isn't in Radiant Garden.
Yeah. Bionic Commando is £1.32.
I hear it's not very good.
Well, the reviews are mostly positive, and I know that the guy's arm is his wife, so I don't know. You know me and robots.
It's true that sometimes people's arms are their wives.
Recently, it's very mixed, but overall it's mostly positive, so I'm a bit confused. The first true sequel to the classic 1988 Nintendo Entertainment System original, Bionic Commando sees the return of the bionically enhanced Nathan Rad Spencer. R-A-D, but you'd still say that rad because that's a word. An incredibly outdated word.
Fearless defender and hero of this town. It is me, Captain Giaster.
I could get Bionic Commando and Bionic Commando rearmed for £2. That's not a deal I'm willing to turn down, to be brutally honest.
Fair, fair.
You know me, I love... Pete, what are you wearing now?
It's a different secret identity, which is exactly the same as his other secret identity, only in different colours.
Oh, and he's actually wearing a mask this time.
Oh yes, and he has a mask this time.
Intimidated by my magnificence. Go on and spit it out, then remember to vote Captain J. Vote? Oh, well, forget that. How can I help? That's the only reason I'm here.
I know.
So, at this point, is he not fallen in with Maleficent?
No, this is pre-him meeting Maleficent.
Nothing else? Well, the festivities are on account of the dream.
I'm falling in love with her because she's amazing.
Basically.
All over town.
Can you imagine how different this game would be if it had BioWare characters in it and he met Vivian?
Much of a dream if I just told you.
Right.
Would Vivian even give him the time of day?
And kid,
Oh
Would
god,
that stop him?
go forget.
speaking of which, you have to take Iron Bull and Vivian in your party sometime.
I should turn hats back on just so I can have my two horned bros.
Captain Justice.
I kind of wonder how Iron Bull feels about her hennin, which is what the name of Maleficent's hat is. It's called a hennin.
Vivian and Iron Bull are just, they're so great.
Rescue is on the way.
Okay, I'll definitely do that at some point, especially since I do need to take somebody who isn't a well-spoken British Islander with me, because I get very confused. Part of me's like, maybe I should have given Leo an American... Bless you, my child. Bless you again. Part of me's like, I should have given Leo an American accent, but then the rest of me was just like, what the hell, are you some kind of traitor? Next thing you know, you'll be banging John Hancock in Fallout 4, and you said you'd never do that.
Next thing you know, you'll be banging John Hancock, as in, like, the American historical figure. You don't want that.
Nobody wants that. I reckon that, like, that's what 30% of people who romance John Hancock are for, because, I mean, he's a ghoul, so it looks like the necrophilia you're pretending it is.
You heard it here first. People who romance Hancock in Fallout 4 are necrophiles who only like American historical figures. They have a very specific set of tastes.
I said 30%.
I need to find this manhole cover. Here we are.
Have you ever played Day of the Tentacle?
I haven't.
I kind of want to make you do it at some point, so I can see what you'll react. Because I know you know, but I still get the feeling you'd be quite confused by Thomas Jefferson being obsessed with tin cans.
I'm confused about that now.
Yeah, this is the thing. If I hadn't watched Alton Brown's great cooking program, Good Eats, I would have been so baffled by that. Why the fuck does Thomas Jefferson like tin cans? I don't get it. This makes no sense. And it actually makes sense. There's a completely logical reason behind this joke, and it's like a relatively pervasive joke in American history-based comedy. That Thomas Jefferson fucking loves tin cans because Thomas Jefferson likes France, and tin cans are French.
That doesn't even make sense.
It's the logic! You see, the process of canning food is, it actually originates from the Napoleonic Wars, where Napoleon wanted to, because Napoleon, I think, is the one who said a stomach? An army marches on its stomach, and was he wrong? No. Fantastic. Genius of a military leader, ultimately an evil guy who got his ass handed to him by an Irishman with nice boots.
This is why we don't allow you to teach history.
Anyway, there's one thing I don't really understand about American history. It's the relationship to America, the relationship between America and France during the Napoleonic Wars.
I see.
Because I've been thinking about this a lot, because, you know me, I can't stop writing Fallout fic. It's an affliction. I really want to do a British person in Fallout 4, and I can't decide whether it should be, like, a expat, that's from our perspective, who married an American soldier and moved to America and then subsequently fucking hated it, or modern girl in the wasteland kind of fic. But either way, I just imagine her going into the Freedom Museum at Concord, seeing dudes in red coats going, are these meant to be British soldiers? Preston going, yes, and then her going, cool, I want that coat. And when everybody's like, why are you dressed like a red coat? She'd be like, well, I don't see any Minutemen fighting Napoleon, do you? Because frankly, if anything, America kind of made helped make Napoleon a problem for Europe. And when you've got Englishmen and Prussians being the good guys, you know you got problems. Although I remember seeing this post where somebody was just like, I get so annoyed when people go, John Hancock dresses like a pirate. No, he dresses like John Hancock. And I'm like, yeah, the thing is though, I don't really know who John Hancock is. I know he had a big signature, and that's literally it. I have no interest in this man whatsoever. He dresses like a pirate is the only way you're going to get me to find anything about the characterization that John McDonough brought on himself interesting in the slightest. Pirates I can associate with, but American historical figures, no, I just kind of want to stab them. Mostly on principle. Ah, no, cartoon gloved mechanical hands. Oh god, not after the last part of Danganronpa.
Yeah, that's how Danganronpa traumatized us.
As it should have. Oh god, no! Make it stop.
We can't, we need this to get break time.
No, but it doesn't make it any less awkward and uncomfortable. So yeah, speaking of having no interest in American historical leaders, I think I was talking to you when I was playing Day of the Tentacle for the first time, and oh god, I literally got stuck in that game because I point blank refused to humour George Washington.
Oh yes, you did, didn't you?
I kept getting like seeing conversation options to flatter him and shit, and I was just like, nope. Man, if there's one thing I love, it's timed platform challenges with big cartoon gloved hands in them.
It does sound like because you don't like big gloved hands.
No, I actually also hate the you've got to basically bound your way through this, otherwise you're gonna fuck up, which is what this is, by the way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I hate these. These are the worst. You're not gonna make it.
We might be here for a while. How was everyone's day?
Oh, never mind then. It's alright. I got a whole bunch of stuff written in my document titled "Totally Indulgent Dragon Age Fic."
Oh, good. I do like indulgent Dragon Age fics.
Why do I ship Solus with anyone? I don't get it. Like, other people are like, oh, modern girl in Thedas. Oh, well, ship her with Cullen. He's hot. And, like, my brain just goes, oh, modern girl in Thedas. Sounds like somebody that Solus could really relate to on a fundamental level. Also, if you really make her into literature, she can be like absolutely terrified of him, and it'll be amazing. Like, can you imagine him like offering her a glass of water and her being like, "No, you'll use this as an excuse to take me into servitude," and he'll be like, "Okay." She'd be like, "Oh wait, no, sorry, that's fictional elves. Sorry."
Just gonna check to see.
Oh, hi, Chloe.
Hi, Chloe. Cullen's voiced by Greg Ellis, isn't he?
Also, Cullen's kind of pretty.
I think the reason people really ship people with Cullen is because they look at him, they're like, oh, he's alright. They look at his hair and they're like, oh. Cheesy. I actually think we might have been going the wrong way all this time.
Yeah, Cullen's not my type either, but apparently Solus is, which was news to me.
I can't believe you like eggs.
I don't get it. Why can't I just, like, find Preston Garvey the most attractive man in video games? That would be, like... that would be right. That would be the correct thing. Help! Dance! Paladin Cullen and Dance, I mean, like, yeah, he's a dick, but, you know, he's physically very attractive. This is exactly what I look for in action RPGs, by the way. 3D platforming.
Oh, certainly.
Man, the only games where I want 3D, I want platforming more is first-person shooters.
We're almost there. If we had air dash, this would be so much easier.
No, no, high jump, high jump! No, that would help. Actually, you know, now I think about it, Cullen's pretty, but he's not like he's that physically distinct from Alistair. Just, Alistair's right there, why didn't he just like him?
Yeah, Alistair is great.
Yeah, to be honest though, I haven't. It's been a while since you played Origins in front of me, so my only opinion of like the only thing I've got going, like the only thing I've seen of Alistair recently is him being really annoyed at his mum and not calling her mum, which is a bit. Come on, Alistair, come on.
I don't think he knows what Fiona is his mother.
That just makes it funnier and more tragic. He looks nothing like her. I think that's just bad character design. It could be worse, he could look exactly like her.
Hang on, I'm gonna check something. Airslide. Where do we get it for Ventus?
I suppose it depends on your tastes, really. Like, on paper, Cullen and Alistair just aren't my type. But then again, neither eggs or toasters, and yet look at me. Look at me!
I'm looking. Okay, looks like if we go to Olympus Coliseum, we can get air slide, which we can then use to make this shit so much easier.
I'm not sure how Ventus holds his Keyblade really makes sense for the weapon he's using.
Quite possibly doesn't.
Oh, have you played Vanquish yet?
I have played some Vanquish, yeah.
Oh, good.
Of course, I mean, it's one of my favourite games, so...
I know, it's just I wanted to make sure you, like, I wanted to know if you'd done it on Steam, where I got it for you, because I know you love it.
Yes.
Gideon Emery's doing a terrible American accent is like your favourite thing.
It's relentless.
Hey, what you doing there?
Unless I got into Dead Rising, I don't think Capcom really has much to offer me.
Hey, Bill! I'm all signed up! Bill! All right, I hear you. Now would you keep it down already?
Why did Hercules have to undergo all that training to make himself super muscular? He doesn't need to be. He's already super strong.
Okay, I think the thing you don't really understand about Phil is that everything that Hercules went through wasn't in pursuit of becoming a better warrior. Everything Phil trained him in was in pursuit of looking like a hero. I mean, think about it this way. I find it useful to think of Hercules' training montage as a contrast to Mr. Incredible's training montage in The Incredibles. You see, Mr. Incredible is also very, very strong, but he was out of shape. That was him getting back into shape. Whereas what Hercules was doing was, yeah, some combat training, but he's a publicist.
Yeah, that makes sense. We can use one of Ventus's ultimate techniques now.
Flailing wildly at things.
No, you'll know it when you see it.
No, I won't. No, this must be it. Oh, you mean, ineffectually bringing down light from the sky?
Yes.
I love how Zack's like the only one here that's adequately dressed for battle.
Yeah, Zack did well in the whole outfitting front.
I mean, you could use some elbow and knee pads, but pauldrons wouldn't go amiss. No, he's got pauldrons. No, he's good. He just needs elbow pads and he's done. Alright, Chloe. You've piqued my interest now. Who do you think's attractive in Dragon Age?
Or, to say it as they do in the North, who would you take to a boneyard?
They don't say that in the North.
They do.
No, they don't. And I know you can't just go find one Northerner and go, I will take you to the boneyard something you'd say, and they're confusedly going, maybe? As, like, proof positive.
I do say that.
Okay, change of plans. The games are coming up, so I'm gonna watch both of your matches, then I'll decide which of you rookies I want to train.
Sweet! Thank you! I'm gonna go sign up right now!
The games, huh? Sounds fun.
Sorry, kid, Captain Eager there just took the last spot.
I don't understand. Phil, I thought you were my trainer.
That sounds unfair because Zack clearly knows what he's doing already.
Yeah.
Why do you look disappointed?
Phil.
Oh, and no more training sessions for a while. Wouldn't be fair if I helped you and not him.
But this is nothing to do with heroics. And this is the thing that kind of... This is why I say that Phil's a publicist more than anything else. Because the entire point of the film Hercules is to show what true heroism really is.
You'd really do that for me?
Sure.
Something Phil clearly doesn't understand.
I'm Hercules. Herc for short.
Just call me Ven. You're gonna do fine.
Thanks. I'm gonna head over to the Coliseum and warm up. Meet me in the vestibule, okay?
Two boys with Latin names get on really well despite the fact that neither of them come from Latin cultures.
It is how things must be. Now, did he learn air dash?
Are you just going to abandon Herc?
Not if I haven't learned air dash.
so selfish. You're not a true hero.
I still don't know whom it is in Dragon Age that Chloe would escort to Redoniard.
I'm not asking you who you want to bang, Chloe. I'm just asking who you think is the most aesthetically pleasing.
That is what I said. That is what Redoniard is. It is where models go to practice.
Okay, aesthetic. That's so rude! You can't just talk about thin people like they're skeletal, and not all models are thin!
That wasn't even the intention.
You're so cruel when you're not thinking properly. And then again, I'm worse. It's not about you minding, it's the distinction that's important. So, most aesthetically pleasing Flash, who do you want to bang? I don't really care which one it is, just give me an answer.
We need to find more of these.
Oh, what if it's Dorian? I mean, apart from his silly facial hair, Dorian is really hot. I mean, amongst the men anyway. I mean, you know how I feel about Cassandra and Josephine. If it wasn't for Dorian's facial hair and personality, Leo wouldn't be pursuing him. Why is it always fucking Potts with Phil? Is he like the only person keeping the entirety of Greece's amphora trade in business? And barrels! Where are the barrels coming? Do they even have barrels? Success!
Those are some good choices. Those people are very aesthetic.
No, I gotta agree. I mean, Varric's not my personal type, but you know, you've got to appreciate a man with chiseled good looks, broad shoulders, barrel chest, and all of the jokes. I'm saying I'm pretty sure that your boy Varric could win me over. This is just giving me flashbacks to 358 over 2 days. Oh, God, I hated these sections so much. I fear having to play that game again, even though there's a part of me that's like, no, don't do it to yourself. But there's also a part of me going, no, Harriet, you must finish the game. Okay, do you know what we need? We need like Iron Bull, Josephine, Dorian, and a turkey baster, and then we can get like the most attractive children. Because, come on, Josephine and Dorian's kids would look amazing. But, you know, you'd have to use a turkey baster for that. Because, I mean, only stands to reason, right?
It does and all.
It's not even that effective against Potts. Why are we... Sorry, are we trying to outdo the guy for whom this is actually important?
Yep.
Why?
That's a good question. I don't have a good answer.
Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to, Tales of Zestiria, where Rose wanted to prove to herself that she was, like, still competent and shit. And the way for her to do that was for us to kick her ass in single combat.
Yes.
You want to become a true hero, huh?
More than anything, See, my father is Zeus, the king of the gods, up on Olympus.
Whoa! Herc, you're a god?
No, I'm mortal. When I was a baby, somebody stole me from my parents and figured out how to take away my godhood.
And this true hero thing?
Okay, that's really insulting.
If I become a true hero,
My father is
I can
Zeus,
enjoy
king of the gods on Mount
Olympus.
Olympus. Yes, that's true in actual Greek mythology, but in this canon, both of your parents are gods, and you've completely discounted the existence of Hera.
What about you?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make some friends.
I love how this,
Well,
like,
hey, you've done that already.
the problem is with Disney's Hercules is that they still kind of treat Zeus like he's a whoring bastard, but at the same time refuse to just say it out loud.
All right, you bunch of rookies. It's time we go over the rules of the game, so listen up. All the matches are divided into 2 brackets, one for the East and one for the West. Winners from each bracket go head-to-head in the championship match. Now, I signed you 2 up for the West, because they already got a heavy-hitting contender cleaning up over there in the East
Did you
bracket.
just not feel like modelling some actual
You're
judges?
gonna have to hustle in there.
It's Kingdom Hearts, we don't feel like modelling anyone. I imagine the modelers look like sour grape whenever they have to create an NPC.
Ben, come on.
Maybe they want to, but since Nomura won't bother to make character designs for them to work with, they're just kind of like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do then? You've given me literally nothing, so that's what you're getting.
Also, why is everyone competing in these games and unversed? How are they signing up? Most of them don't have hands.
This is a consistent problem in Kingdom Hearts because same problem with Heartless and 358 over 2 days.
No, I need you most of all, Phil. How else am I going to become a hero?
About
What
time you got
what do
it.
the invisible people in the stands think is going on?
Whoever wins, no hard feelings.
Of course not. Holding a grudge wouldn't be very heroic.
Hey, just making sure. You're
Hercules,
not a
have you
hero
considered
yet.
doing some heroics? Saving cats from trees?
Yeah, like, it's weird. In the film, Hercules actually does, like, heroic things and saves people and fights monsters. Here, he's effectively an MMA fighter.
Hey, we got trouble. There's monsters loose in town, and if they gatecrash the games, you can forget about the match.
Real monsters?
We have to stop them.
Hercules, you just fought a bunch of real monsters. Like, every competitor in these games were real monsters.
Ah! Real Monsters! It's a great program. Never understood why toenail clippings were a currency in that world, though. It just seems like a really difficult currency to control. I have a similar problem with bottle caps in Fallout. Although sure, in Fallout, the fact that you can go into buildings that haven't been opened up for like 200 years and find a completely useful currency there makes more sense than it does when you go into Draga-infested Skyrim tombs and still find completely viable currency there. But I just don't understand how, like,
You won't get past me.
inflation hasn't become a massive problem. I'd also really, really like to know how many different kinds of currency they went through before they settled on bottle
What
caps.
about your match?
Forget the match. No way I could let my friend fight alone, because I'm a hero. I mean, you know, I'm gonna be one. Come on, let's finish this together.
I feel like
Okay.
the fact that Hercules shows up while Zack just goes on with his match is character assassination.
Yeah, Zack would show up too.
Yeah. Are we thinking that Nomura is bitter that most of Zack's characterization was done by another developer?
Probably. I mean, he does seem to have like, what's what I'm looking for? Oh right, yeah. Deathly allergy to admitting Final Fantasy characters that he didn't have a hand in exist.
Yeah, I think it was Hajime Tabata who did Zack's character in Crisis Core and so on.
I feel like if Tabata was in charge of Kingdom Hearts, A, would get more Final Fantasy characters actually being in the fucking plot. And B, would see Final Fantasy characters from other games!
Oh yeah, we got Air Slide. Only reason we came to Olympus Coliseum.
I mean, let's be brutally honest here, the whole, ooh, maybe Sephiroth is the Heartless and Cloud is the Nobody or whatever the hell's going on there with Zack. It would be, you know, Cecil being the one with who's a Nobody and a Heartless. Because for him, it makes sense!
Just don't run as fast, that's all.
So you both threw
I knew
the
Zack
match.
was going to show up eventually.
Who won that?
Okay, is it just me or Zack Hercules?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
only seconds behind you.
Still.
Hey, I never said I'd coach
Meg can come too.
All I said was I'd see the match
I mean-
and then decide. Look, being a hero takes more than just muscle. You gotta have heart, care about people. And sure, you both get high
You
marks for
implied
that,
it, you
but this
dick.
time only one of you cared fast enough, and that makes all the difference.
Yeah, but Meg would be totally like, ooh, two big strong men.
Oh man, I was this
How could I say no?
close. Well, that's life. I never really introduced myself.
How that means you're going to help coach the guy for whom this actually has a potential negative
Name's
impact.
Zack. Congratulations, Herc.
Thanks, Zack.
Yeah, well, we'll see if you're still thanking him when I'm through with you.
What, we're
You got
getting a
long
second
road ahead of
reveal?
you.
Yep.
Hey, don't count me out. I've still got plenty of big dreams to go with my lousy luck.
Now kiss.
And then they all laughed like they were on an episode of Doctors.
You're gonna stop training,
Were you? Ah, of course not. I know that kid's gonna go the distance.
When was the last time you
Stuck in a
watched
rut.
Doctors?
Just needed a little
And then they all laughed like they do in every episode of Doctors.
It's, Ventus, right?
They don't laugh like that, Doctors.
And that was the freeze frame.
Nah, I'm glad.
That's not
really
what
good
Doctors
friend.
is like.
Somebody to
I would go
share
to
with,
bat for Mrs. Tembe and Zara.
like Terra and Aqua. We'll patch things.
Mostly Mrs. Tembe.
You're leaving?
Yeah, my journey's not over yet.
But you'll visit, right?
I'll stop by once you're a true hero.
Stop by once me and him are both heroes.
Don't you want to join us in a three-way relationship? A four-way when Meg shows up?
So you mean never come back?
Hey, watch it.
Okay, Zack constantly looks like he's about to do a backflip. What the fuck?
Some people just love backflips. Ah, we forged a D-link with Zack.
I wish Zell would show up because then he would just be doing backflips all the time.
Right, we have Air Slide. Now, we're going back to fucking Disney Town.
You know, I remember watching the X-Men cartoon when I was a kid, like the 90s one. And, Apocalypse at one point was like, I will remake the world in my image. Well, Disney Town is pretty much what I thought he meant, only with him instead of Mickey Mouse. Because I'm a pretty literal-minded person, and I was even more literal-minded as a child. So I just imagined everything looking like him. This is exactly what it looks like in Disney Town.
But Dick Link has been finished, it's true.
Thunder! 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 Rock!
So in Kingdom Hearts, like 3, Zack better come back, and Hercules better be like, Zack! And Zack's like, Herc! And then they like cuddle and shit.
Run into each other's arms, and so on and so forth.
Hercules like picks Zack up and swings him around because he's bigger.
Yeah.
And then like whilst they're doing this, like Meg is like just with her hand on her hip looking at them going, ugh, men. And Aerith comes up beside her and is just like, tee hee. And then they female bond.
I like how, like, in your conception of Kingdom Hearts 3, Aerith's only line of dialogue is tee hee.
No, I just imagine her laughing. Come on, Meg and Aerith would make one of those unlikely friendships that works really, really well.
We're here.
Or maybe Aerith would be just something like, well, boys will be boys. And then like Meg like slips her arm around Aerith's shoulder and is just like, let's go have some girl talk. Now it's like, yay! I know a great bar, it's run by a close friend of mine, and Meg's like, you're talking my language, ancient Greek. Are you sure it's not Latin with all the Roman numerals? Shh, we don't talk about that.
We don't say the L word here. What, Latin?
I gotta say, going to the Olympus Coliseum stuff is really weird, partially because of the whole, like, that's not how ancient Greece works, but largely because Phil he's basically what Satan looks like, and I'm doing a lot of listening to old Harry's game. Because even, like, he kinda, I mean, he doesn't look a lot like Andy Hamilton, but just stick Andy Hamilton's face on Phil and that's probably what Satan looks like. Wait, what are you goddamming?
Okay, somewhere in here there is a chest. Which I need,
Which is like
has...
an adequate description of Satan. Why is there a pinball thing? You're not Sonic!
Here we are. They don't call me Speedo Sound Sonic for nothing. These aren't the
That's
chests
a
we
different
need.
character! Oh, yeah, the wrong murder is a problem. You're a terrible assassin, you know that. Remind me to never hire you. But then again, I'm the kind of person who says, well, if you're gonna have to murder somebody, you might as well do it yourself. Seriously, Ventus, you're not Sonic! Although, I can't help but think this... Ooh, burn! Sonic can't go that fast nowadays. Oh, wasn't there a new Sonic game out recently? What was it called? Sonic Rumble? Or something? I don't know.
Maybe.
No. Okay. Sonic Mania.
Okay. This break time chest should be... Oh, here. This must be it. No, that's a wellspring crystal.
Oh, she made you pull a knife. Yeah, that's what they all say. Why is there a pinball machine here? Is this a pinball machine or is this a pachinko machine? It's kind of hard to tell. No, this looks like a pinball machine. I'm feeling flippers. No, this is definitely a pinball machine. I can see the flippers now. How is he controlling the flippers? Wait, do you have to work the pinball machine in order to get into the chest you want?
I think so, but I'm not sure how to actually get past those bars. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up.
You know, it's a pinball machine. You've got to work it. You've got to do the thing, which would be bumpers, I guess.
How to get break time. Alright. If we hit 4 blue bumpers, the glass will be opened.
Yeah. Pinball. You don't get Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Fighting games aren't really my thing. Street Fighter Cross Tekken? Relations.
Alright, I think the glass is actually already open, maybe.
Oh yeah, because this is, it's one of those bullshit episodic things which just makes buying it really awkward. I could get the Shrouded Isle.
At last we've got it. What's the Shrouded Isle?
I think it's, hang on, let me read the description to you. Your Excellency, you must prepare for the awakening of our Lord. He hungers for a human sacrifice every season. Sinners try but always be purged. As High Priest, uncover and purge heretics to prepare for the awakening of your beloved God beneath the waves. Features. Villagers with secret, randomly assigned virtues and vices. Create a different strategy every time. Manage your resources without angering your allies. Carefully choose who to serve as your advisors, as one of them must be your sacrifice at season's end. Watch your advisors carefully to deduce their possible virtues and vices. 4 different colour schemes available. Rename villagers a whim and thereby sacrifice from your friends, family, followers. Search out the true heretics and unforgivable sins to quiet the voices in your dreams. Can you survive all 3 years? Lord's expectations of pure final 6 cinematic and about. For the last 497 years, the secluded island village is adhered to a bloody yet sacred tradition. They speak of a sleeping god beneath the waves, whose awakening shall birth a new era for the worthy. In this cult, there are sinners aplenty, and not all are eager to confess. Each member of your community has 2 hidden traits, one virtuous, one heretical. If you earn the favour of their house, you may investigate their reputation. Otherwise, you may appoint them to your seasonal council and watch their work for clues. 5 powerful aristocratic families help maintain the village, seeking salvation through book burning, monument building and heretical investigations. Choose one advisor from each family to assist in their ancient appointed task. However, every season you must make the ultimate choice, designating a human sacrifice. Closely examine your citizenry to find the best strategy for your people and beliefs, knowing that nobody wants their child sacrificed, even for the greater good. When our Lord awakens, will he find you worthy?
But I just like that in the midst of all of that dark stuff, there was like 4 different colour schemes available.
I thought my 4 different colour schemes available. Rename Buller for the Desert Whip. I think it would be fun to stream this one. It's kind of like cult management. It's Cthulhu Harvest Moon, is what it seems to be essentially. Okay, I got those. Stick them into install. Breakdancing will not save you, Ventus. For one must be sacrificed.
Right, I think for Ventus we have to go and do this fucking ice cream minigame.
Ice cream minigame.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. We have to beat Captain Justice.
Well, if it ain't the last kid Captain Justice saved, afraid you'll have to get in line. I'm working on another catastrophe here for these fellas. Huey,
Is he got a good and a bad persona?
Yeah.
Well, I'd hardly call it a catastrophe. Yeah, all we were trying to do was make our own special recipe ice cream. And we had a little
Why are you
trouble.
beating up that
It's not really that big a
poor,
deal.
poor innocent
Say positive
postbox?
You're the victims of sabotage.
Not even close. Quit making stuff up. It's just the ice cream machine. Uncle Scrooge left it for us, but we can't figure out how it works because it's so complicated. Oh, we're sorry.
Oh no, wait, Radiant Garden isn't the
First to try our special recipe ice
Final
cream.
Fantasy ghetto because there's also Twilight
Very sweet of you to
Town.
We tried.
Yeah,
Twilight
actually.
Town?
No more, leave it to me.
That's
Yeah,
got some
Twilight
Final
Town.
Fantasy characters in it.
It's
Still
got
no way.
Vivi, Cypher, Setzer.
That's Captain Justice.
Doesn't it have featured in my gen?
Oh, yes, it does.
Busted. Just needs a good pounding.
Where's Zal? I want Zal! I want him backflipping everywhere, being annoying and hitting on Tifa.
No, if Captain Justice can't fix it, there ain't nothing you can do, kid.
Maybe not, but there's no harm
And her
in
thinking
trying.
he's cute because he's a fucking idiot.
And better you
I hate it when my stream ends up falling behind because I sound even more out of touch with the times than I normally do. I can't even read my the quality's gone down so badly I can't even read the text.
Luckily the quality's okay for me.
I should hope it's okay for you. You're the one playing the game. My phone took it on. Still. No, it's just letting me know that I've bought something with my own money. Not a bad way to spend £10. 27 pence.
You can do it!
Fine, stop making fun of like a needy child. I gotta say, the new DuckTales cartoon does look pretty good.
That makes it sound like you think that this is the new DuckTales cartoon.
Yeah, I just realised that's what it sounded like. I'm mostly thinking of how in the new one, Huey, Dewey, and Louie actually look different from each other. Like, I keep seeing this post go around, just like, wow, it's like having one character for your entire gender is, like, really annoying or something. And I'm just kind of sitting here going, yeah, but you picked Huey, Dewey, and Louie and the girl one, and the thing is, she's the only one who's visually distinct from the others. She's the only one with an identity of her own. Alright, quality's back up. Nope. My internet is shit today. Probably downloading those games isn't helping. Hang on, I'll put it on pause. How do I do that again? Ah, pause, there we go. You know, I kind of think that Sonic would be a good addition to Kingdom Hearts 2. Can't help but imagine that he'd be like deeply unimpressed with everybody because he's Sonic and that's what he does.
Gotta go fast.
It's just a mini game. Why do we need a fucking game over screen? It's like when you're playing like Super Mario Galaxy and you fuck up with the Manta Racing. You're just like, why is this like? Why have I lost a life? Mario, you just lost a goddamn race! What the hell? What? Why? Why are you happy you didn't have your headphones on?
The music here is quite irritating.
Oh, I can't hear anything. I don't understand what... Why is this a rhythm game? I mean, you're getting better, but you still suck. This is also what it's like at Dark Souls, by the way. Oh, did you not hear about the games I'm downloading? I'm downloading The Shrouded Isle, Dark Void, Bionic Commando Rearmed, and Bionic Commando. I might stream Shrouded Isle at some point. I literally don't understand what's going on. This is just visual garbage to me.
Just gonna check what the fucking score we have to get is.
If it's not 500, I'll eat my hat. Wow, that's the worst you've done. By a mile. By a country mile.
No, apparently that's a new record. Okay, we have to score the 1,000.
Jesus Christ. Fuck. I'm not actually gonna eat my hat, by the way. I lied.
Settling for the long haul.
I should probably keep you guys entertained somehow whilst we're doing this. Just trying to think of something to talk about. That Donald Trump, what a dick. That's all I've got on that. I mean, there's nothing I can tell you that you don't already know. got this little book about coin collecting, right? But it's actually really old. It's so old, in fact, that it cost 2 shillings to buy. Now, I know, I go you're Danish, so let me just, actually, here we go. Like, give you an exact date as to how old this has to be, because, yeah, this is pre-1971. Or 1971 is when it was published. It's got a decimal currency conversion chart in it. The weird thing is about decimalization is it seems to be staggered. I mean, that's not weird. I mean, it makes sense. It's just kind of... It's weird when you think about it because of how it works. Because this is going to sound a bit weird. I mean, especially to anybody watching later on if they don't already know about this. But before 1971, British currency, it wasn't decimalized. When you think of like euros or even like francs and shit, you think of things being in units of 10, like the dollar. But that's not how British currency works. The pound, it has 100 pennies to a pound now, but it didn't used to. It used to have 240 pennies to the pound. And it was split up into units of 12 pence each, called shillings. This is where you see very old TV programs and movies and things. You'll see signs saying things like 6 and D. And what that is, it's telling you that it's 6 shillings and 1 pence. Because that's what the D stands for. I'm not for sure why pennies would D. I've never thought about it before. But now I've said it out loud. I wonder why.
This is killing me. This is the worst start of the game.
I'm not entirely sure why we decimalised our currency. I mean, apart from the fact that it makes life more convenient. Maybe it was something to do with Actually, it might have had something to do with us joining the EU.
Here we go.
That sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, this is another thing to worry about with Brexit. Are we going to go back to having a 240 pennies to the pound currency? Because that's insane. Oh, Chloe, have you seen the new pound coins? Because we're changing them over. The old pound coin's not going to be legal tender after October. But yeah, they've changed. How do I put links in the chat since I'm a moderator? Do you
Maybe.
want me to find out? You... I'll put a link in the chat, we'll see if it works. Yeah, we got new pan coins. I'm only bringing it up since whilst I'm looking through this little booklet. It actually is surprisingly similar to... The hell did I just do with that pan coin? I got one out! Okay, here we go. It's got... ...12 sides, and so does... So does the old threepenny piece. That's insane. Well, it's not insane, it's just a bit weird, that's all. I've never seen a threepenny in real life. Well, I might have done, but it was a long time ago. We had a bunch of old money lying around. But yeah. They are very pretty. They look more like the £2 coins than the old £1 coins ever did. I vaguely remember when they changed the 50p coins, but I don't think they ever threatened to take the old ones out of you know, being legal. I don't remember why they changed 50p. They used to be bigger. And with sharper edges.
How the fuck do I beat the Ven ice cream?
Thank you, my child. Bless you again. You do it again, you get a wish. Also, it will defend your children from being kidnapped. From being kidnapped by elves. It is slowly destroying us.
I don't have any choice. You have to do this to progress with this. Oh, find a way to skip the ice cream minigame with Ventus.
What's killing you more, Glowy? Is it Doug's poor performance or me not shutting the fuck up about coins?
We have to beat 1,000 to...
You know, I could be writing that solar stick.
Oh, I suggest you do.
But I feel like I need to keep... to keep the life of this stream going. So I can't.
Okay, we're not going to beat it this time. How to beat ice cream minigame.
What witchcraft is this? I only just noticed the design on that £1 coin has a rose, a leek, a thistle, and a fucking clover leaf sticking out of it. All for one plant. Botany, it's gone too far.
Welcome to Ice Cream Hell. Remember, you're here forever.
You know, I could read what I've got of my totally indulgent Dragon Age picked out.
I beg of you.
Okay, give me a sec. Also, blow your goddamn nose! I felt bad to have lied to Josephine, you know? What did you lie to her about? She asked me if I was comfortable with our quarters and I said that I was, she explained. I mean, what was I supposed to say? You could literally set me up in the Emperor of Orlay's palace and I'd still think it was crap? Solus smiled. You're a difficult woman to please. No, I shouldn't be. It's just here, even though it's rich and powerful, don't have access to what I'm used to. Memory foam, mattresses, central heating, electric lighting. Sure, maybe artisans could bullshit most of that, but even the Empress doesn't have Wi-Fi, and that's something I'm so used to that not having it feels like someone took one of my senses from me. Let out a snort of air. Listen to me, I sound so dramatic. Just ignore me. It's hard to when you sound so sad. She looked away. I feel bad when you're nice to me, you know? Because I scare you. When she nodded, he chuckled. I don't understand you. How you can almost break your hand on a merchant for calling a girl knife ear and then tell me you're afraid of elves on the very same day. He tilted his head to the side, leaning to look better at her face. You're so willing to tell me that knowing my name scares you. Why you seek me out and talk to me, act like you trust me, while you admit that your people tell stories about elves stealing children? He placed a gentle hand on her shoulder. I'm confused as to how you can know these stories as though they are ingrained into your soul and yet say that they're all false with such certainty. A gentle smile when she looked at him. Why won't you tell me what you know? I'm afraid you'll disappear, she whispered. But if I tell you, it will be like you never existed. I'll run and tell Varric that you vanished, and he'll ask me who I'm talking about, and I'll be the only one who remembers you. What makes you think that will happen? The stories. Yes, the stories that you insist aren't true. What if this one is? Okay, what's so funny? Oh, okay.
So I just thought Soda said. You know,
I have several books on hell. I'm pretty sure this isn't one of them.
You know, if you could like stop playthrough of this game partway through, it would be more tolerable. Because like, if you don't get those early points, you know, you're not going to. Hang on. Does it say when it says your turn, you can? No.
Shall I even continue? Because I feel like I've just killed whatever mood I successfully managed to bring up.
No, go for it.
Where was I?
I don't know. I was busy farming ice cream.
Did you hear any of what I said?
Yeah.
Alright, yes. What makes you think that will happen? The stories. Yes, the stories that you insist aren't true. What if this one is? It isn't, I trust you. She looked him in the eyes for a few moments before nodding. Okay, I'll tell you, but she started pulling off her gloves. Only if you'll hold my hands when I do it. So you can make sure that I don't disappear. She nodded again. He held out his hands. It's the very least I can do. She tucked her gloves into her belt and rubbed her palms on her trousers before placing her hands in his. He held them gently, rubbing his thumbs over the back of her hands as she took several deep, calming breaths. What?
I saw Chloe's Tumblr post.
I can't be blocking that. Yeah, this is not a great review of my writing abilities. I can't keep your attention away from this terrible, terrible gameplay section.
Well, I need to do this terrible gameplay section is the thing.
They don't have anything lower than bad. They should have an absolutely abysmal rating. He held them gently, rubbing his thumbs over the backs of her hands as she took several deep, calming breaths. Okay, I'm ready. Her grip tightened on his hands as she looked him in the eyes. In my world, elves don't exist. Her breath caught in her throat and she froze, eyes clamping on him like she was scared to look away. He smiled. That's what I suspected was the case, although I think I have some idea of why you didn't want to tell me now. He thought she'd relax. She let his hands go and pulled him into a fierce hug. They're magic, she said in a rush. In some stories they're magic, and magic can't stand logic and reason. If you tell them they don't exist, then they don't. You have magic. I was scared the same was true for you. He listened to his shoulder. I told myself every night before bed, I believe in fairies, I believe in elves, I believe in magic, I believe in the soulless, because I knew in my heart that as long as I believed in you, you wouldn't disappear. He reached up and cupped the back of her head, the other hand resting on her lower back. I'm flattered, but I promise you that I exist whether you believe in me or not. She pulled back enough to look into his eyes with a watery smile. That's a relief. I think Cullen was getting really annoyed by the clapping. Clapping? He asked, one eyebrow raised. I'll tell you another time, I don't want to ruin the moment. That's probably for the best. She rested her head against his shoulder again and held him close for a few more moments, then she sighed and pulled away.
Yeah, that's good. Once your weapon gets thrown off.
Hang on. I'm gonna go see if I can grab one of my books on hell. Sorry. Here we go. So, whilst I'm looking up things about hell, tell me, Chloe, what did you think of my fic?
Do you have to do the ice cream minigame?
Well, if it ain't the last kid, Captain.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
fucking fuck.
The series of the books for children was issued under the title of God and His Creatures and the First Treatise of Almighty God. It is not, as one might expect, to depict God to the children as a God of love. Nothing so amiable. It opens with the story of a mission supposed to have been held by St. Francis in Naples. The saint was evidently a man of leisure, and Naples was not the Naples we know today, a city with over 500,000 inhabitants. For before the mission began, St. Francis went the round of the streets, knocking at each door as he passed. And when the door was opened, he said, "Please, for the love of God, come to the mission." At a certain house there lived a very wicked woman named Catherine, who met the saint's request with a blunt refusal. "No, I will not come to the mission," she said. St. Francis called again the next night, but was told that the wicked Catherine was dead. St. Francis went to the body and in a loud voice commanded Catherine in the name of God to say where her soul was. The body opened its mouth and the dead tongue moved inside the head and said in a frightful voice, "I am in hell. I am tormented by the cheery music of Disney Town, and Huey, Dewey and Louie have shepherded my immortal soul into a torment that will never end." You see, comments Father Furnace, how angry God is when some people do not go to a missional retreat when they can. That was from The Christian Hell from the 1st to the 20th century by Hypatia Bradley Bonner.
Let's go do another world.
Charles Bradler was the father of Hypatia, and he was
Try that again.
imprisoned for refusing to take the religious oath for being a member of Parliament, which he was voted for by the people of Northampton multiple times. But managed to get a law passed. Members of House and Parliament to affirm, if they so wish, when being sworn in. It also resolved the issue for witnesses in civil and criminal court cases.
Yeah, you thank me now that we're going to have to go back and do that ice cream minigame at some point. I'm hoping that if we take like a break and I come back, I'll suddenly be brilliant at it.
Trying to catch a ride, huh?
I fear my performance was ruined by me chuckling at what I was going to say, because I had to think it up whilst I was reading.
Speaking of, can you cut out parts from like in the middle of a stream when it's like, or in the middle of a video once it's uploaded? Because if you can, I'm gonna have to cut out like all of those ice cream attempts.
Now don't get any more ideas. These guns are
I don't think it can.
I have to download it and.
Yeah.
An intruder?
Oh, I'm a bit sad. I thought I did some of my best work.
Funny ideas.
You did.
Yeah, but not enough for you to want to keep 15 minutes of me talking about British coins, reading out fan fiction, and attributing the ice cream mini game to Father Furnace. What are you knowing about? You want him to keep the ice cream minigame shit in?
My name is Ventus. The monster I was chasing boarded your ship.
You will make no cuts, says Chloe.
Now you tell me. Stay right there. I have lots of unpleasant questions to ask you.
This is my fault. I have to do something. Huh? What? You know Terra and Aqua?
Friend. Circle.
Hey, is that a wayfinder?
Whoa.
The engines are under too much stress. We're risking an explosion.
What am I doing? There's no time.
One of my favourite things about Lilo and Stitch the movie,
No, you
apart
need to
from
stay
like
here.
all
It's
of
too
it,
dangerous.
is the bit at the beginning where they're like, oh, he fell down onto a planet which is like 2/3 water. And they're like, oh my god, he fell down into the middle of the largest ocean on said planet, which is 2/3 water. And then they found out he fell on Hawaii, and it's so funny. It's so funny because he can't swim.
Ready? Yeah. Fire. Come on.
How is it your fault? It would have found that ship anyway. Oh, that was him trying to say Aqua. That's so cute. This is adorable. Do you think it's trouble making nature like as people who like trickster gods?
Ready?
Perhaps.
Is Solus a trickster god?
Yes.
What's his real name? I can't remember.
His real name is actually Solus.
Okay. What's his god name?
The name he's known in the Elven, like in the Elven Pantheon, is Ben Haral.
Thought it was something like that.
Fire. Yeah. Come on.
I might have like in my fic they do the Rabid Wolves side quest, and the protagonist is just like, I don't know, I feel a bit worried about you around wolves, Solus. And he's like, why? And she'd be like, because a wolf eats the sun, Fenrir. And he'd be like, ooh, that sounds a bit like my name. Without, you know, saying it out loud because he's not an idiot. We just do that pain than everyone else does. I agree, Chloe. Too slow, too fast. What is it when you're breakdancing? What the hell does it even do? I do like the designs of these monsters. I just wish they weren't wasted on a Kingdom Hearts game. What even are the Unburst?
They're like projections of Vanitas. And his emotions and shit.
So which ones of his emotions are fucking to mushrooms then?
Many emotions are mushrooms.
You know, if I was BioWare, I'd probably like hold a competition and ask people to model hairstyles for the next Dragon Age game or whatever, and like whoever won would like have all of the new hairstyles outsourced to them and be paid like properly for it. Because seriously, some of the hairstyles suck, and I understand why they suck. Got better things to do than fucking hair. You know, these big round things remind me of the big round Monokumas. I half expect them to throw ramen at you.
That would be super cool.
I've never really understood what those like star-shaped things with pink swirls in them that you see in ramen in like anime and shit. Like, what the hell is that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
But I see you for what you really are. An abomination that
I want to try it.
is to destroy everything it
Although
touches.
surimi is fish, I think, which... And again, I want to try making urmuk. Oh, it's urmuk? Hang on, let me check. It's like a Korean fish cake, but the thing is, my mum hates fish even more than I do. Yeah, urmuk. And if there's any fishy smells in the kitchen, she gets really pissy. So it's really hard to try and get over my pickiness when somebody else is even more picky. No! Oh, he's down here, sadness. Big shark guy will pay. Was he a big dolphin guy? It could be either. You know, on the back of this bag of popcorn it says vegetarian friendly, and you're kind of sitting there going, why don't you just put, we didn't do this in lard, what the hell do you think, vegetarians? Well, I gotta be honest, I don't think popcorn cooked in lard would be very nice.
That sounds pretty foul, yeah.
Bless you, my child. Bless you.
I think I'm coming down with a cold.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, new shot lock.
Okay, so I mentioned the writer of the book, the Christian Hell. I'll explain why I have this book in a minute, but right now, her parents named her after Hypatia, the ancient Greek pagan philosopher, mathematician, astronomer, and teacher who was murdered by a mob of Coptic monks.
Harshness.
Other fun Charles Brodler and Hypatia Brodler-Bonner facts include that Hypatia had to sue to stop people from claiming her dad converted to Christianity on his deathbed.
Mm-hmm.
And Charles Bradler founded the National Secular Society in 1866. I was only 57 when he died. Did I say fun facts? I meant depressing facts. Right, so why I have this book. It's not the only one I have. It's the stuff about hell.
Somewhere there's only just a bunch of Christians going, oh, we can too be fun.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the Christians would argue that I just proved atheists have no fun facts because those fun facts are about atheists. I can't hear anything anyway, so...
Don't think the sound went. Hang on. No, sound is fine on my end.
Christianity has loads of fun facts, like, oh shit, you're right, it doesn't. The devil put all the fun facts in the divorce. Wait a second.
Oh, yeah, that's because some screens don't support streaming. Speaking of, I should save.
Speaking of for a guy determined to make completionists seem like total losers, you really are fucking pandering to them.
What happens if you reach stands without saving?
I don't know. I can't watch a video right now because I'm watching you stream.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll Google it and see if there's like an article on Kotaku or whatever.
What is it?
Keep talking.
God, Stitch is cute.
So cute.
A book series called The Great Devil War. I would read that.
What's it about? I mean, like, I know it's about the... Wait, have I heard... I think I've seen you talk about this on Tumblr before. I have vague memories of that. I hate Reddit because you get a whole bunch of people who don't really know what's going on.
That's an easy boss.
It's over. Cut it out. What's gotten into you? I see. Your Wayfinder broke. Well, don't worry. Friendship's more than an object.
I can't tell because there's so much mixed. Like, there's not an article on Kotaku or whatever. So I'm putting this down to people just being idiots and trying for things for no real reason.
What kind of monster that thing is. All it knows how to do is hurt and destroy.
Monster? He helped me stop the monster.
You must have triggered some sort of mutation, hidden in the little freak's genetic coding.
Holy shit. The main character goes to heaven several times, gets to know God and the people who live there. The real people there basically have a "we fucking hate God, holy shit, the fucking things he put us through" club. Yeah,
That's
that
what they
sounds
should.
about right.
Come on.
Sound the alert! Prisoners on the loose! Don't let them get away!
Where are we going?
Hyperdrive has been activated. System charging. Warning. Guidance is not functional. Navigation failure.
Oh, that is.
Engage hyperdrive. Repeat. Do not engage.
Break formation, get clear!
What is it? What's going on?
Well, Ventus's dead. And in truth, we may as well be dead. For it's time to return to that place. In fact, we
Oh,
can't
he said
even...
Ben twice. Friends twice, once in Danish, once in English.
We can't even put this off anymore because we have to beat Disney Town to unlock the next world.
Well, if it ain't the last kid, Captain.
I'm so sorry.
I look forward to the next hour being you trying to do it and failing. You know, in a lot of interpretations of hell, Lucifer is constantly being tortured as well.
Are you implying that I am the devil?
Well, I am now.
Okay, we're edging closer to doing it.
I'm starting to find the butt wiggles disturbing. You know, forced stealth sections are one thing, but forced rhythm games are literally the worst. But no, pursuant to what Glow's saying in the chat, in a lot of interpretations of hell, the devil himself is constantly being tortured. Kind of makes sense if you think about it. I mean, he's there to be punished as well. Okay, what benefit is there to you in putting the ice cream? I'm actually really far behind. In putting the ice cream on the other two's cones.
You know you can refresh to catch up, right? All you'll miss is ice
I'm
cream.
mostly just trying to like pull the bar back to full. I still don't understand how this game works on a fundamental level. That reminds me, we still need to do that joint stream or let's play or whatever where we play the Yakuza 0 mini games together. Which one's which? Which one's Huey, which one's Dewey, and which one's Louie? Is it red, blue, green in that order? Or am I thinking of chipmunks?
Honestly, I don't know, and you couldn't pay me to care.
I know you can do it.
Okay, we're doing a lot better now.
That sounds like old Harry's game. You are doing a lot better.
Here we go. Yeah.
But yeah, it just sounds like old Harry's game in that respect, with the demons just doing their jobs. Old Harry's game is really good. If you haven't heard it already, you totally should go. It sounds exactly like your cup of tea. Yeah, I thought Louis was green, but he's like the only one I'm certain of. The other two I'm a bit confused. I think Huey's red, and that means Dewey is blue. You know, it'd help if they were physically distinct from each other, like Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Which the new cartoon seems to actually do. Yeah, Dewey is blue. I keep wanting to call it the new anime. Even though that is objectively, like, needlessly confusing. Their eyes are so soulless. You know, I know we just keep talking about the Christian hell because, let's be honest, it's really interesting. So there's this, like, one of the stories that involved Berlus's books for children is a little girl who's trapped in a room with a red hot iron floor because she enjoyed dancing too much or whatever. And this just reminds me of that. This is their torment. They enjoyed that dance too much, and now they must pay for it. It's an endless ice cream themed minigame.
You loved ice cream too much.
And dancing. Oh, that looks really good. Oh my god! Oh my god! We're here to announce a new DuckTales cartoon. The Tales of Huey, Dewey and Louie in hell! You know, I know you guys must be thinking, oh god, Reese's so lucky she's been spared the irritatingly catchy music, but I'm just looking at this all with the PS4 menu sounds in the background, and it's really jarring. Hey, we need something to talk about that isn't the Christian hell, because I know that's all this minigame inspires in us, but there's gotta be something else to talk about.
I know you can do it.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick break and do some racing. And then I'm going to come back to this, because taking a break seems to help.
Oh god. Stop it! So far! You're making my face hurt!
Yeah, we're nearly there now. Our top score is 867, and we need to get 1,000.
I think that the bar is really unnecessarily high.
Yeah, it is.
I thought you were on easy.
I am. But that doesn't change your mini games at all.
Bullshit.
So just going to do is one round of racing, and then we'll go back to it.
Bye-bye.
Apparently we're going to get hot weather again this week.
Oh. I hate hot weather. It makes everything so moist.
That was more with Sideshow Bobbage then. We might be alright, because this says the heat's not going to penetrate the north. It's intercrural heat, it's only going for the south. But because we're Midlanders, we're kind of like halfway between the north and the south, so there might be some like butting up, but maybe not some penetration.
Yep. Oh, that won't be too bad.
found a lost World War II ship.
Start of a horror film right there.
It gets worse. A second World War cruiser has been found in the Pacific Ocean 72 years after its sinking by a Japanese submarine. The USS Indianapolis was destroyed returning from its secret mission to deliver parts for the atomic bomb.
Oh. That is Dewey. The asshole.
New Disney campaign urges girls to dream bigger than just becoming princesses. Fuck off. That's entirely a thing you created, Disney. Maybe if you actually drove home the fact that being a princess involves hard work. I mean, when's the last time you actually saw a Disney princess do something useful? Except Tiana. Tiana's the only one who ever does anything useful.
It's true, she is.
No, wait. Pocahontas is something of a diplomat, but that's kind of thrown into the wind since, you know, creepy... Well, I want to say whitewashing of history, but that's kind of confused at this point. I mean, I would have nothing but respect for Disney if they put out a Disney princess film where she marries the guy she doesn't actually love to keep her country safe, and, you know, it works, and they gain a newfound respect for each other. Because let's be honest, Disney princess films are designed for Americans who don't know what princesses do. What, deeply disappointed? Because that's what I'm... That's all I know about Mike number 9. Okay, I mean, it seems like fitting to complain about Disney right now. I know, but we must suffer through. When was the last time you saw, like, Snow White go on a fucking diplomatic mission? She never does! Ooh, maybe Disney will earn points if in Frozen 2 it transpires that the guy that Anna married is actually really shitty at being a prince, and then the entire film is about them getting divorced.
I'm sorry, Gro, we have to do this to progress with the game.
Do you have... No, he shouldn't start Ragnarok, because I don't want him to stab Boulder. Boulder's too sweet. Boulder is the original cinnamon roll. Too good, too pure for this world. Yeah, when it's talking about height, which one is it talking about? The one in the middle, I presume. This is how Pat will figure out how tall Sora is. Like, he'll compare the height of the ice cream cones.
We've done it. 1020 plus our height bonus.
Hey, not bad.
In your face, Tetsu and Nomura.
He'll measure the height of the ice cream cones, and then he'll like figure out how tall these three are, and then he'll like compare them to everybody they stand next to. And that's how he'll figure out how tall Sora is. Have any of you been on It's a Small World?
No.
It's terrifying.
How much ice cream does it fucking involve?
None.
After the stream is done, if it's time, I'm gonna buy some ice cream from a corner store. I'm not even gonna eat it. I'm just gonna stamp on it repeatedly while screaming.
But junk like that needs to get jumped.
Don't you dare, Pete.
In your face, dairy products.
Fine, but Captain Justice will return.
Actually, I probably will eat it. I really like ice cream.
Captain Justice. You said his name is Pete?
Yeah, he's the biggest troublemaker in town.
Wait, this was part of his plan? I don't even know what he was trying to achieve.
What's the Million Dreams Award?
That's one of the Dream Festival events. Everyone votes for who they think is the town's most exemplary.
You know, I feel a real kinship with these cartoon ducks.
I get it. So that's what he meant by vote.
And if you win the award, you get a really cool prize.
You know why, Doug.
Oh, it's just a small token, nothing elaborate.
I don't actually.
The event is supposed to help us
Oh, come on.
appreciate all
Like the cartoon ducks, the whites of my eyes are also blue.
Well, that sounds nice enough.
He just wants to get his grubby hands on the prize. And he knows that nobody's gonna vote for him if he puts his own name on the ballot. But nobody's fooled. Yeah!
If one of these three kids gets it, I'm gonna be really goddamn annoyed because they don't live here.
Wish somebody was looking out for me.
You know, if Herc and Zack were capable of traveling between worlds, I'm pretty sure they would look out for you.
Yeah.
It's not that those people don't exist, it's just that they're being disallowed from giving you the assistance you deserve.
Speaking of, I think we can meld Wind Raid and Break Time now to get...
Are we going to go to Neverland?
Yes, but we can also
Are we
meld
going
these
to get
two.
very, very angry about Neverland?
Maybe. That we can also meld these two to get Ventus's other ultimate command.
Nice! Remember, Kittywinks, Great Wall Mystery Hospital gets no royalties from this game. Or any of the others in the Kingdom Hearts series. Yes, save. Save now. Save 6 times in rapid succession.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yes. Yeah, we get to Neverland and Hook is just like, blast, I can't get this ice cream machine working.
Hey, Chloe, have you watched the latest part of Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls? Because part of me's like, you totally should, because the writing is just amazing. And the rest of me's like, oh god, no, don't put yourself through that.
No one should watch that part of Danganronpa whenever episode Ode of Despair goes. It is a horror.
It's awful. I feel uncomfortable about Tinkerbell's arse for some reason.
Me too.
It's something about it looked wrong. It looked perverse. And it's not like I haven't seen her arse a lot in my life. Oh god. I'm not looking forward to this.
Let's try catching him. Who are you?
Name's Ventus. But everybody just
Ventus, are you capable of going anywhere without getting knocked out in the process?
When I sat down to rest, I must have fallen asleep.
But where'd you come from?
Well, you see...
Oh my god, I never noticed how massive his hands are before.
Alright, we're going.
He's got
Fuck
yowie
Hans
hands.
Muck Mickey. Please never say the phrase Mickey has yowie hands again.
No, not Mickey. Ventus.
Oh, Ventus. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, everyone.
No,
All of the
Mickey has like blackface hands.
Follow us.
Yeah. Right over. That way, by the Indian camp.
Mickey has Danganronpa another episode hands.
Yay!
Oh, that's even worse. Oh god, why would you even bring that imagery up? Oh god. Are there any actual... Do the people who live in that camp show up?
No,
Because
I don't
I'm not
think
sure
so.
which I find more insulting. Them showing up or them not showing up. Oh, that
Okay,
totem
let's
pole
use this
monster
ultimate
looks really
magic
cool.
wand. Damn, that's
Don't you
cool.
think?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
I love totem pole stuff. It's so... It speaks to me on a fundamental level. I wish we had totem poles. And we just have clock towers and it's... I mean, it's more practical, but it's not the same.
Unfortunately, totem poles now just remind me of those ice cream stacks.
Don't ruin it for everybody.
Ooh, Wingblade. I've literally never gotten this command style before.
Why do you have swords with revealing light? Also, if you break dances, this is totally ripping off from Pokemon. Yes, unfortunately it is. The game has just been ruined. I'm also getting flashbacks to 358 over 2 days. Game. Only two things in the world have ever broken me. One was Arabor, and the second was 358 over 2 days. Oh, that gorilla reverse looks cool too. I like how it wears a banana peel for a hat. I swear, the Kingdom Hearts series has some of the worst game design issues I've ever seen in any game ever.
Chloe wants you... Yeah.
I mean, I can, but I need to know what it is you actually want me to mention, because I talk a lot and quite fast.
Never seen you before.
I'm Ventus. Call me Vin.
Well, if you say so. Tension! Now then, men. I don't suppose you'd want to capture some real pirate treasure.
Real pirate treasure?
Well,
Why
Cassidy
does-
caught sight of Hook right when he was stashing
Oh
his
right,
treasure.
Arabor.
What do you say we sneak in and grab it?
Oh boy!
Let's go! Ow! Oh!
It's a French novel.
Tinkerbell?
A not very good French novel. Don't
We were all
don't
supposed to go hunt for a
listen to
shooting
its
star again.
reputation. It is all lies.
Pirate treasure is way more.
Yeah, it's a bad novel, a bad French novel, a really bad French novel, and Arador is pretty bad too.
Well, that's no way to respond to an invitation. Come on, Ben. You're a better sport than her, right?
Okay, so
Join me, but
I never really thought about this much as a child, but that's a hangman's noose. Why do the Lost Boys have a hangman's noose?
To hang people. Duh.
Who are they hanging?
Probably a shit ton of people. I mean, let's face it, as envisioned in Jay and Barry's work, like Neverland is basically just the island from Lord of the Flies with brighter colours.
So it's Lost Boys. I could buy
Possibly.
them as pirates.
Or
I'd imagine
pirates.
pirates actually. Yeah, because the thing is, if you ever read the books or, well, in my case, I listened to the BBC play version. There's a hangman's noose on the top of that tree. They kill pirates. It's a lot more murderous because it's, you know, Edwardian boys, Victorian boys, and they play act murder. But the Disney version of everything seeks to sanitize it, except Hunchback of Notre Dame to a certain extent, but which is really to its like that's what makes that movie good.
Yeah, here it is, Hangman's Noose. Right.
Yes, it does clip in and out of existence because it's only on a 2D plane. Pretty sure that tree was bigger in the movie. Oh, shipwreck.
Yeah, they were being evacuated due to a world war, I think. Or were they on a school trip?
Might be a
Actually.
school trip. I'm inclined to say it's a school trip.
Yeah, actually, school trip sounds more likely. Not right.
One of the things that makes me really angry is when people criticise Lord of the Flies going, well, it's all white imperialistic boys, so that's what it's speaking to. You can't say it's for the every man. And you're like, well, it's not, is it? It's specifically criticising another book.
Yeah, it's criticising Coral Island.
I mean, I'm just kind of like, Tumblr, are you capable of criticising any kind of misinterpretation of literature without just bad-mouthing the innocent creator in the process? Even when they agree with you?
Let Tinkerbell go.
One of Peter Pan's brats. We'll tell that cowardly
Hook,
sparrow.
since when did you have teleportation powers?
Tinkerbell back. Best meet you.
Well, tell that cowardly fellow that he won't get Tinkerbell back until he gets enough stacks of ice cream on my cone.
Thank you for making Cone sound like Dick, Doug.
Win.
Wait, that sword has a bomb on it. If you look at the base of the blade, the keyblade, it's a little face of a bomb from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Why don't we see bombs from Final Fantasy? No, because that makes no sense. Hook is Wendy's mother.
I started out with such high hopes for you. No, of course Hook's not Peter's father. It's Wendy's mother. Duh.
I say, are you mocking me? No, seriously, do you not understand why I said that? There's a good reason! Okay, I'll just get to the point then. Right. Traditionally, in any performance of Peter Pan, the actor who plays Hook is the same actor who plays Wendy's father. When J.M. Barrie was originally writing the play and they were staging it for the first time, he actually wanted the actor who played Wendy's mother to play Hook. It was meant to be symbolic and shit.
Oh, right, okay.
So, Hook being Peter's parent makes no sense. He's one or technically both of Wendy's.
Where light comes from?
Hell, if you wanted to go for a real mind-trippy, mind-bendy interpretation of Peter Pan, they're burning balls of gas billions of miles away, then you could have, like... You could have both of the actors who play Wendy's parents playing Hook.
Tinkerbell's been pixie napped.
Then I'm too
Like, you could have the actress who plays her mother do all the physical acting, and then the actor who plays the father do the voice acting.
Yeah.
To get this really androgynous, strange being out of it.
Well, we have to hurry. Can you keep up?
You bet.
I don't like Disney's Hook. I mean, I like the... I don't know, was that Disney film? You know the movie Hook? Did Disney do that?
Oh
that Warner
gosh,
Brothers?
I think that's Disney, because I think Disney still has the rights to distribute Peter Pan merchandise and such in America.
Who owns Amblin Entertainment?
Honestly, I could go for Hook World in Kingdom Hearts. That would be less disrespectful
No,
to J.M.
Disney has
Barrie, I
nothing.
think.
No, I don't think the Hook film has anything to do with Disney.
Harshness.
Tink, it's you, and you're all right. What? A strange fellow with a funny-looking sword has... Hold on.
No, I like that interpretation of Hook, but I hate the interpretation of Hook in these films.
Mm-hmm.
If you would.
It's because it's not like he's bad. He's not bad. It's just it annoys me that this is Hook to so many people because my Hook is the one who keeps saying things like bicarbonate of soda and talks about rich green icing on poisonous cakes. Because my Hook is the Hook from the BBC radio play of Peter Pan. And vague memories of actually going to see Peter Pan on the stage at some point during my life. it's so infuriating because Disney seems to go out of its way to try and remove J.M. Barrie from all of the Peter Pan stuff.
Yeah.
Because J.M. Barrie and Lewis Carroll get no mention in the opening bits of 358 over 2 days, and it's stomach turning.
How to glide birth by sleep.
Think happy thoughts.
Well, like the game is saying, hold circle in midair. I'm doing that. It's not fucking working.
Maybe you need to do the thing to dash and then hold it down? Like double tap?
I tried that.
Okay. Well, I'm out of ideas then.
It matters not. I don't think we actually need it to get anywhere.
Anthony Stewart Head is a good Captain Hook, even though I've only seen him do it for like 20 minutes at that really cringe-inducing children's play for the Queen's birthday a few years back.
Wait, was the Queen having a children's play? She is not child.
I think it was a Jubilee. And they like to do special things. Sophie Dahl was there. BFG is a strange book because, like, once you know anything about Roald Dahl at all, you know that despite the fact that the Sophie in the book is an orphan, that's still very, very clearly meant to be his granddaughter.
Hey, Hook.
You know, part of the other reason, apart from people not giving a crap about American history, that people think that John Hancock from Fallout 4 dresses like a pirate is because he literally dresses like this pirate. Just add a flag and a different hat.
At last, that scurvy brat will never trouble me again.
I wouldn't be so sure.
I always did like that hat, though. Do you know what? If you stuck a feather in Preston's hat and then gave that hat to John Hancock, he'd have a pretty decent Captain Hook cosplay right there.
Laugh at Peter Pan.
What the fuck is Peter doing to Smee? That looked so wrong.
No, not again. Stay away from me.
I don't think so.
Now Ventus can teleport, although I suppose it makes more sense to him. You know, I kind of, now I'm an adult, I kind of feel bad for, like, this, because we are actually playing on the legitimate fears of a man who was, you know, maimed by that animal.
It's true that you shouldn't say it.
Like, he's only got one hand. That crocodile ate the other one. That's why I like Hook so much, because the whole crocodile thing in that was, I just thought it was a very clever way of dealing with it. I think the only reason the crocodile wants him in the first place is because it knows what he tastes like. That's so grim! That's incredibly grim! Apparently, camp-hole pirates are really tasty to crocodiles.
So, Hook is walking on water here, which can only mean one thing. He is for Jesus.
Here's comic book logic. Unless he can actually fly like Peter can, but he just doesn't think he can, so he only does it when he's not thinking about it, like during that one fight scene in the movie, and when he's running on water because he's too panicked to think about that he can't fly.
So, are you saying that the Dido uses comic book logic? Are you saying that Jesus, our Lord and Saviour, is Wile E. Coyote?
Yes.
Good, good.
Also, it's really cartoon logic, not comic book logic.
So, cartoon logic, that's what I meant.
Hey, I like my headcanon that he can totally fly like Peter can, he just doesn't think he can because he's an adult.
What are you putting in, Ben?
You know, all these, like, there was like that, ooh, grimdark adaptation of, thank you. My headcanon is good. Peter Pan a couple of years ago, and I'm thinking, you know, at this point in time, it would actually be less insulting to just do a straight-up plain adaptation of Peter Pan. With, you know, regular, actual Native American people in it.
Enough for all those treasures and lots more.
I mean, we can all relate to the ones in the stories. I mean, they don't like pirates, and they are wary of white children, which I think all people should be.
I'm pretty sure that belongs to a friend of mine. Do you think maybe I can hang on to it?
Now, Tink.
Thank you.
Oh, speaking of, I watched all of the Defenders in the past few days. It was good. I liked the part where they were defending things. The parts where they weren't defending things were less great. I also liked Sigourney Weaver.
It's not the Defenders unless there's a lot of arguing going on between the Defenders themselves.
There was much arguing. I also liked Sigourney Weaver calling someone a baka.
Nice.
Nice.
Not in the Peter Pan films, but she does in her own pointless, baffling series of movies.
Gorge, the king must be pretty far away by now.
In fact, to be brutally honest, characterizing Tinkerbell in the way that Disney has done has made her...
Nope, doesn't look like him.
The way she interacts with Peter even creepier than it was already.
Yeah.
Oh, you must be talking about Mickey.
Of course it doesn't look like him, he's not a mouse!
Hey, take it easy!
Also, this means that Goofy and Donald have met Ventus and yet never go to Sora. Oh, hey, you have like an identical face to this guy we met once. That's weird. Super weird.
Yeah, Donald and Goofy are actually interesting, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's kind of strange now I think about it. Yeah, I think Mickey has a very similar problem to Mario in the fact that because he's such a brand ambassador, he's kind of dull by necessity.
Sir, we just got a clue as to where the king might be.
Ventus.
Oh, hey, Yensid, you scary-eyed racist.
Ericus has told me much about you. If I am not mistaken, you were
Every single time I like did Vicky Arps about Kingdom Hearts, one of the things in it was one of my characters was always like, that's just Disney backwards. You named the castle and the town after yourself backwards like a vampire.
This feller Venquist, Ventilate, Veggie,
Sure. That's what I usually go by.
Please explain.
I ran into Mickey, but we got sent flying into the light. I don't know where he went. He wasn't in the same
How come
room.
Ventus isn't going, oh wait, are you related to Huey, Dewey and Louie?
Mickey has been hurling himself from one world to the next. That explains why I could not discern his location.
You can now, can you?
Yes, I can.
You know, Xehanort, I'm pretty sure you could have gotten Ventus and Vanitas to fight if you just, you know, set up a sparring match. And had Vanitas, you know, escalate it. It would have been a lot faster than this.
I think he needs one to deal with equivalent strength.
Send Ventus to the gym then. Pay Phil to train him up with Hercules and Zack.
There is a dark and powerful force that is interfering with my magic.
just tell us where the king is, Mr. Yensid, sir, and me and Donald will go right there and save him.
You do? That may not be adequate.
Is this dark and powerful force the dark side of a 14-year-old boy by any chance?
It's probably just Xehanort.
Oh, so it's Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, there's the dark power of Leonard Nimoy.
No, I owe him. Mickey saved me once.
You know, Donald going, and I'm his magician means that you do realise that in my fanfic, the Herald of Andraste is going to commission a pointy hat for Solus, and she will make him wear it.
What, so that she does not have to look upon his shiny, shiny head?
No, because he's a wizard. And she'll probably get one for Dorian too. And
Speaking
Vivian.
of wizards, are you still streaming on Tuesday?
That's the plan.
What are you streaming?
Horizon Zero Dawn's the plan, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I might switch it up partway through depending on how I feel.
Mickey!
I need to do some practice on Horizon Zero Dawn anyway. Do some hunting, do some side quests. That style of kidney.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, are we payating with Mickey Mouse? A character with a fucking Richter's grin.
Master. Xehanort.
No, she's got a hen in, and like, I suppose my herald's just gonna be all like, well, I like your hat because you look like Beneficent, the good Maleficent, but like, this is just like so you can cosplay as a witch when you feel like it.
Now it can all be yours again if you only reach out and take it.
You're like fun Granny Weatherwax, but not her sister who was evil.
Clash with him. Pure light against pure darkness.
Ah, the bag's so many evil hand gesture. I live for that.
Powerful Keyblade.
at Mickey Richter's grin mouth. How are you meant to take this seriously when you don't stop smiling?
Key, most ancient. Some say Kai, but the meaning is the same. Death. The letter that spells.
I'm just imagining the voice acting is something along the lines of this. Not the Keyblades you and I carry.
Ericus knows it too.
Not the letter
He
X.
knows exactly
That's not really.
what you are.
No, you're thinking of the letter Omega. Or Z.
Haven't you ever wondered why he never granted you permission?
How was my guess with the voice acting?
He's a lot raspier and more dramatic. I mean, this is the character who's like, and I was not wrong, Terra!
I've never actually heard him speak, so it's just me going for it based on his hand movements.
There's a YouTube video of like all of Xehanort's speech somewhere, and like the first 5 minutes of this Xehanort, and I'll show you it at some point, so you can be like, oh, that's what he sounds like. Like a car engine having sex with an accordion.
Oh, that reminds me of when I saw that gift set about people pretending to be Xemnas. I'm eating popcorn. I laughed like I'd murdered Doug's children. Look at Mickey's mouth! This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of ridiculous things in my life. Talk about the eating noises, there's not much I can do about it. I have to have the microphone that's close to my face.
What has the master been keeping from me all this time?
You know who also should show up in Kingdom Hearts 3 and really should have been in the Kingdom Hearts canon the entire time?
Yeah.
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Oh yeah.
And there should be more Horace Horsecollar too. There's so many interesting things you could do with Disney's history and characters that just haven't been done for whatever reason. And you know, the entirety of Final Fantasy is also something else which you could do interesting things with.
Ventus, you're alone.
Like, why don't you have like other characters with the surname Highwind in this game? Like, is his name Kane?
Yeah, Kane.
Am I thinking of the rapper?
No.
I'm thinking of one very specific line from one Kanye West song.
What? That's your excuse.
Yeah, why not
Also,
have
hey,
Kane
Luke
show up and have him
Skywalker.
be related to Sid?
What did you hear?
That I'm supposed to be some weapon. Some kind of keyblade.
Honestly, for all Mark Hamill is trying to sound Solomon Samurai-ish here, he really does sound like the Joker.
Wait, Xehanort. There is a reason the precepts.
Why are you
bar
touching your
us from
face
such knowledge.
scar? I presume Xehanort gave it to him.
Seek the Keyblade.
You'll see.
Blanket all the worlds
No, he
in
doesn't have it here.
darkness, reduce them to nothing. But darkness did cover the world once, in legend. We know so little about the Keyblade War. Only that it was just the beginning. Amidst that crisis, a precious light was found. It is a curious tale, and one worth exploring. They say ruin brings about creation. So what then would another Keyblade War bring? When the darkness falls, will we be found worthy of the precious light the legend speaks of? I must have these answers.
What's the thing?
The Keyblade
No, like, Mark Hamill, actually, he's a good voice actor, but he doesn't have a huge range.
Wasn't he in the Wing Commander series?
Curiosity.
Maybe.
I remember hearing that he got a facial scar and like the roles he got changed after that.
Darkness is a beginning, you see, not an end. That Earth.
Also, how dare you? My dad has a fantastic acting range.
Like, do we not? Poetic excuses. If words won't dissuade you, only one thing will.
Destruction brings creation. Do you not know of the Hindu pantheon? So Ericus is the one who escalated this to violence.
That power. Has the darkness taken you, Xehanort?
Okay, so these things can cut just with energy beams.
Yeah.
Oh, he has that keyblade that the guy who was just like...
Yeah, it's the same keyblade. Like, remember what he said in that cutscene about how Lucio has to pass that down to his apprentice and then from him to his, so the master can see the future. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same keyblade, just passed down.
I am left with no choice. Forgive me.
Okay, Ericus, why do you have to immediately leap to violence?
No more.
This is why no one likes you.
What?
Master, have you gone mad?
No!
Terra, I command you, step aside.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I was just misunderstanding for comedic effect.
Your master.
Her dad is also called Mark.
My attempts to reach you fail.
That her dad is Mark Hamill.
No, stepdad. That's why we look nothing alike. Actually, JK, my actual dad, despite stepdadness, actually could pass for his biological daughter. Amazing that. Mum picked well. You know, you wouldn't give him that mark of mastery thing because he had like one brief second where he thought about maybe using the darkness within. But you're willing to murder like a 14-year-old boy? His eyelashes. So, who's really the worst one here?
In fairness, Ventus is 15, which makes him totally okay to murder.
No, it doesn't. You gotta be at least 16 for that shit.
Oh, we're back here. Oh no, we're not back here. This is a different place. I thought it was just Neverland, but it's not Neverland.
It's Destiny Islands, which bears a striking resemblance to Neverland.
As far as Mark Hamill's, like actual Mark Hamill's face goes, I believe he suffered an injury that was then exacerbated by the cold. His nose had to have reconstructive surgery on it.
I'm through with you.
Well, I'm just getting started with you. You're strong enough now to fulfill your purpose. So what are you waiting for? Join with me, right here and now. Become the Keyblade.
Vanessa, stop hitting on Ventus.
Yeah, if Nomura wasn't such a terrible writer, I'd assume that the similarities between Destiny Islands and Neverland were meant to be thematic, but he is really bad, so...
Yeah.
What's happening to your face?
Please don't do this, Master. I'm not strong enough.
Oh god, those are creepy.
It is because you're trying to hold it in. Let the dark impulses waken in the pit of your heart. Release them here and now. Sharpen your fear into rage. You must. If you do not let the stone within you run its course, it will wipe you from the face of the world. Make no mistake. Do it. Embrace the darkness.
I like cute Heartless. These ones are creepy.
must. I will extract the darkness from within you myself.
You're kind of assuming he knows how to use the power. Also, your feet are bigger than this kid's torso.
Empty creature from Ventus Riven. To you, the name Vanitas shall be given.
Yes, Master.
Just because things rhyme doesn't make them more impressive.
Fine. Then I'll give you a reason to fight.
What?
Come and find me. At the one and only place to spawn the Keyblade.
Oh, poor Ventus. Migraines do this to me too.
Graveyard. There, you're gonna see me choke the life out of Terra and Aqua. Then we'll see how long we play the pacifist.
Wait!
Remember, I can't hear what Vanitas sounds like, so I imagine he sounds like this.
You remember Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2?
Do you want to ruin my fun? Let me imagine he sounds like this.
He sounds like Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2. It's the same voice actor.
You killed my fun.
That's what I'm here for.
It's dead. I will enjoy nothing any longer.
Let's give Ventus its new Keyblade.
An excerpt from Xehanort's writing. To be brutally honest, that just looks like he nicked a page out of his shitty notebook.
That's basically what it is, yeah.
Hey Glow, do you prefer my voice acting of Vanitas? I'm gonna crush the life out of Terra and Aqua.
You know, you're only a few decibels. You're only a few decibels away from. I'm going to choke the life out of Terra and Aqua. No.
I think you mean notes, because decibels is loudness.
Oh my god!
What's he now that he's got out of his cave? He's not going to go back, is he? Because that's just a lifetime of like snake venom on his face, and that can't be nice.
We enter the first area of the Keyblade graveyard and find we have to do an ice cream mini game to progress. Vanitas is just there being like, we can't fight until we're both properly nourished. Ventus.
This is a nice logo, by the way. You know, he saved multiple times since the ice cream mini game. We don't have to worry about that anymore. It's done. It's over. Unless they make Aqua do it too.
No, Aqua has a different mini game.
I don't see any reason why they would.
Aqua has a mandatory mini game without shooting things with fruit.
Why?
Sometimes people have mandatory mini games without shooting things with fruit.
Had me headbutting my microphone wasn't too loud. Do you remember when Yugi used Swords of Revealing Lights to, like, as a literal light source in Yu-Gi-Oh?
I do.
But you literally can't do that in the card game.
I remember many instances of Yugi just completely ignoring, like, the rules of the fucking game he is
like, wasn't there that one
king
time
of.
that they were on, like, terrain was a factor in one match? I think it was with Mako or something. And he used his card to, like it was a power-up card intended for his wolf monster. But it also made the tide go low, so Mako's monsters weren't as effective.
Oh, yeah.
That was
yeah, because it was some kind of moon thing.
Like, that wasn't the point of the card, but it still did it anyway. And do you remember when Battle City showed up and they started actually using the real rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because everybody playing the game in real life was like, if we tried to use Duelist Kingdom rules, the game would just go to whoever managed to get a decently strong monster out first. Because if you got like Dark Magician in your first hand, you'd win, basically. Because there was nothing to stop you from just summoning it. I don't know why I felt the need to bring that up. Oh no, it's because he keeps using Sword of Revealing Light.
Yeah. Next time Doug turns on the PS4, he gets a notification that Birthday Seed has had a massive update and the ice cream minigame has replaced all fights in the game.
Do you know what this game makes me feel?
What?
Sweet mother, send your child unto me for the sins of the earth be baptized in blood and fear. That's what those sword things remind me of. They remind me of Mercy from Overwatch.
Does Mercy even use swords?
No, but her wings kind of look like that. I hate Overwatch. I shut up about it, everybody. It's overexposure. I wouldn't care if it wasn't the overexposure. Let me know when the plot kicks in.
The plot is kicking in now.
Oh shit. I was gonna post up pictures of what I made my Herald for my fanfic look like on Tumblr. Oh my god, the stream's decided to pay Siggy Buggers with me.
Just refresh and it should be fine.
I was told the master was struck down.
Yes.
So apparently the U-boat case has entered its "Is that lady even real? This is such a weird case, what the fuck" stage.
I thought that journalist had family and shit. It's not art, it's just screenshots because I made her in game. I will do art.
But I was tricked.
You should draw Wolfie.
Set the whole thing up. Also, he could awaken the
Sorry,
darkness.
did you just say Wolfie?
Yes.
Why?
You were right, Aqua.
You should draw him.
So was the master.
Also, you should finish.
Do you want...
I did need to be watched.
Finish what?
I wanted to
Finish drawing Leo.
but no more.
I think I did, didn't I? Or did I just get the line art done?
I think you just finished the line art. Just needs to be
Okay,
coloured now.
I should do some colours, yeah.
But hate and rage.
I have a lot of drawing that needs doing, but I'm horrendously out of practice, that's the problem.
Making you fight. You'll go astray again. Tell me.
I went astray, but I didn't try and murder a 15-year-old boy, so, you know, on balance, I think I'm better at the moment, Nericus.
That's true. That after Terra beat him up a bit, Ericus was like, "Oh shit, that was a bad thing to do," and then Xehanort killed him.
Xehanort wants me and Benitez to fight. Make some kind of keyblade.
Yeah, but you people who are obsessed with light are the ones who are like, we must murder.
You're coming out of this game rooting for Xehanort, aren't you?
No, I think he's also bad,
I still don't know exactly what it is.
to be honest, but it's the people in the middle who seem to be okay the most.
It scares me to death.
When faced between a choice between light and dark, you should probably pick the Twilight.
Relax, man. We're here, and we're gonna take care of you.
Why are you deciding to do this now, stream?
I may have to fight Benitez after all. If I do, guys,
Why would you want to honour the memory of a man who attacked a 15-year-old boy?
Be torn apart, all right? I'll always find a way.
Hang on, I'm gonna reload this page, give me a sec.
I'm asking you as a friend. Just put an end to me.
What have the police been doing on this case, Chloe?
Oh my god, this page is just being a dick. Oh, is this my internet just playing silly buggers with me? Yeah, it looks like it's my internet pissing me about.
These lifeless keys used to be full of...
I don't have time for this!
United
I miss
with
so much!
the master.
I can't mock the writing if I can't see
On
it!
this barren soil, keyblades of light and darkness were locked in combat. As a great keyblade war raged, countless keyblade wielders gave up their lives, all in search of one ultimate key. And it was
Good, pack some money.
belonged to me.
You're back watching again,
know-
then.
Yeah, but it's still being a dick. You know, I remember when we saw teasers for this game in Kingdom Hearts 2, and I thought this was the game about the Keyblade War.
No, this is like establishing that it happened. Wait, Chloe, the police are... Oh, okay. Police were really fast to arrest the guy and charge him. That makes sense.
Aqua.
Yeah, I'm completely useless right now. The stream's just. I think it's my end, not yours. Wait, so they think she's dead?
They thought that she's dead for a while, haven't they? The woman in Sweden.
Yeah, I'm offline. On my computer, by the looks of it. I've been kicked off.
No.
The internet.
How about you leave the Bob so you can go have your little fight with Tara. You can't be too
Hang on, I need to do
happy
one thing
about
on Twitter and then I'll
anything
see if I can do this on my phone.
Who are you?
You think you two have got some grand role to play. As if. You're only here so that when I finish you off, Tara will succumb to the darkness. So, who wants to go first?
Shut up!
Oh, so this kiddo thinks he's a full-fledged Keyblade wielder. He's got the angry look down.
Oh, maybe it's back.
Oh yeah, you seem to be back.
Waste your time. Keep trying to drive us apart with your mind games. It'll never work.
Oh, okay, I totally misunderstood. I thought they thought she was still alive. Why is Ventus looking so pale?
He was frozen today. And now Aqua's gone off to fight Drake.
I keep forgetting don't mess with Keyblade wielders.
Are you sure you haven't confused the one-eyed dude with Zigbar, who is this dude that has a different name? Or, like, himself when he showed an Intella story that had both eyes?
What?
My computer's just being the biggest bitch, right? That's why! Steam started downloading my games again without telling me.
Oh.
That must be why my stream's been playing up, because my internet's been being weird, really weird lately and it can't handle too much. Oh, Zaldin, the guy with the faux locks.
Yeah,
He's very
Zaldin
clearly
is the
not a
guy
black
with
guy.
with the faux dreadlocks. Zigbar is the one with one eye. Okay, time to fight Vanitas.
Oh, maybe Steam started re-downloading my games because I got kicked off the internet, and then it was just like, oh hey, we can start downloading now, and I'm like, no, you're making things worse, not better.
Are you back anyway?
Yeah, it should be. Oh no, it's still doing it. The most climactic end to a section of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, where Risi just will not shut the fuck up about her internet connection.
I swear, the ending of this game is cursed. Something always happens to you.
Well, last time it was alcohol, this time it's internet problems. Okay, it seems to be back. Let's just not hold our breath, okay?
Well, right now we're fighting Vanitas. The first time in the game, actually.
It's the only time it's really, like, thematically necessary, isn't it?
Well, we fight him a few times as Aqua, is the thing.
Well, what's the point of that? Wait, no, seriously, what's the point of that now? Because you know you're not going to succeed, so why even bother trying?
Yeah. Oh shit, in the second phase of this DOS battle we have to make ice cream.
Please stop making that joke. I think you might kill Glowy.
Now that my body is about to perish, you and I will have to join together.
Yeah, actually, come to think of it, I think I got Sigmar and Xaldin mixed up for quite a while too.
It's not easy when all of their names have an X in them.
I think it's really hard when their names begin with an X.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very artsy.
It happened when you and I were split into two. The negativity took shape as these monsters.
Oh my god, he looks exactly like me, which makes total sense because we are the same person.
He looks like Sora. Sora with black hair.
Yeah, but Ventus doesn't know who Sora is.
That is true.
Why do you have a phonograph there? Thanks, phone.
And better yet, no matter how many times
Glory, I'm imagining you slapping me like as if you're from a Latin American telenovela.
never stood a chance against us, Ventus.
Okay, I know that's not what she meant, but like this makeup artist I follow on Twitter and YouTube, called Samantha Chapman, posted up a wrapping paper which had like a whole bunch of different nerdy characters on it, and one of them she didn't recognise and said, "That looks like a Cyberman, but it's not, is it?" And I said, "Looks like Ultraman to me," and her response was, "Wow, well done," but because of how she wrote it, it looks like she's actually being really sarcastic at me. It's like, wow, well done. I'm reading it as sarcastic because somebody else got there first.
Our union was not finished. The Keyblade shouldn't stay broken like this. Join me now.
That's the thing I was doing on Twitter, by the way, telling her it was Ultraman.
Keyblade.
I've got a better idea. How about I destroy you both?
Our union was not finished. We need to get approval from Unite and the other unions before we can... Oh, that looks silly. Before we can...
Yes, it does.
Before we can notarize our union and get it into the group of unions to help vote for Labour leaders. Vote Corbyn.
I've become a part of their heart.
That looks so stupid.
Become a part of mine. My friends are my power, and I'm theirs.
Internet's doing it again.
For fuck's sake.
This game is cursed. It's almost like my feelings of negativity towards Tetsuya Nomura have manifested as fucking up the final parts of each of the chapters of his games. I look forward to what's going to happen to me when we get to the end of Kingdom Hearts 2.5. Will I die? Who can say?
What's yours is mine.
We should start a poll on what we think is going to happen during the climactic part of Aqua's journey.
Hopefully nothing.
Still.
Oh shit, we formed a dick link with Vanitas.
Would that not be a footage link? How do you form a dick with the person you're fighting? No, the game crashes and we have to do the ice cream challenge like 16 times before we can do anything else. Maybe that'll be the twist. No, it's not that something happens to me, it's that something happens to you! Why are you fighting inside one of those jellies people make where they make like 3 different flavours of jelly and then they like cut it up and then they put it in another flavour of jelly? Like dual jelly, and I always think it looks a bit silly. Oh my god, I'm remembering, I saw somebody make like jelly salad, like it's an American thing, and it looked so gross. It looked amazingly gross. Oh god damn it, Steam's downloading again. No Steam. It's not a good sign actually. The game says Stranded Isle says it's going to take like an hour to download and it's only 250 megs.
Shit.
Disconnected again. Oh, I've successfully connected again. Little did we know that the end of Terra's story was such a poor omen for the future. Why does Ventus think that putting his hand in the middle of a swirling blade is a good idea? I stopped thinking this game was ever going to make sense about 10 years ago. No. 13 years. No, when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, that's the point I gave up on this game. Which is interesting, because that's the point I started caring about this game.
Yeah.
I would request that you hurry up and finish this as quickly as possible so my internet doesn't go out again.
I'm doing my best. In reality, they'd be tripping over all the lead in those stained glass window floors. I swear, half of the popularity of this goddamn series is based on those windows. Because they look so cool. They do look super cool. The Last Word should have finished this. That's kind of its point.
understand how you can de-link with somebody you're fighting.
Just the two of them are really just keen on each other's decks.
This is visual garbage to me, by the way. Oh, is this gonna be one of those bullshit you only have to hit him once and it... oh wait. Oh god damn it.
Basically,
yeah,
you have to charge up.
You only had to hit him once, and yet the game's still insisting that he gets a chance to kill you. Bullshit. He doesn't have to go through a shitty quick time event to get you. Why do you have to go through one to get him? Also, how is he not constantly sneezing from his hair getting up his nose when he had the stupid full-face Star Wars minion mask on?
Didn't realise we had to do something fucking different here.
It just feels like the game's trying to find excuses to not let you hit him. By rights, you should have done damage to him about 4 times already.
Well, we've beaten him now.
Oh, good. That shouldn't say press X, that should say mash X.
No, that's Vanitas. Not Sora. Matthew.
The evil has been defeated. What do we think? Space sperm or magic sperm? Or magic space sperm? That's what it looked like, come on. Oh, they're holding hands, that's cute.
And Mickey is here to save the day. Well, sort of.
What do you mean make things objectively worse with his rictus grin? Why do they need helmets but he doesn't?
Mickey's Richter grin allows him to survive in the vacuum of space.
This place. I've been here. So warm. I remember now. This is your heart.
And that is the end of Ventus's chapter. We'll be starting on Aquas next time, which I think I'll probably do Thursday. Thursday sounds good. Is Thursday good for you?
Yeah.
Most excellent. And in the meantime, you can catch VC streaming a much, much better game than this one on Tuesday. Be there or be square.
Guys.
It's good night from him.
No, you're meant to say it's good night from me, and then I say it's good night from him, and then we say good night together.
Fine. It's good night from me.
It's good night from him. Good night.
Good. Yeah.
You're really bad at that last bit.
Fuck you. I ain't played that last bit. I hate you. Alright, let's hear the news about the U-boat case. Okay, that's...
Well, that's definitely a note to end this on.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you Thursday for Aqua's part.
And Tuesday.
Yes. Bye.